welcome back to another video. If you are old, hello, and if you are new, hi. My name is Fafa, but everyone calls me Fema. How are you guys doing? I hope you guys are having a wonderful new year. Happy new year, happy new month. I hope your Christmas and last year was good to you. So this year I pray that you actually get some more money, more blessings, more success for the rest of the whole year. Amen. But anyway, for today's video, we're going to be doing a story time. I don't really do story times on the channel, so I want to like include it and make it like a brand new section and things like that. You know, my 2023 goal is to actually be productive and be consistent on YouTube. Let's think and this story time honestly like really touches my heart because I've had like really bad luck, especially in relationships. I'm going to make this story time. I think this thing took place in 2016. But I'm sure some people will be like, oh my god, why are you talking about something that's happened in 2016 and 2023, please? So basically, the story time was about like how I liked someone but the person didn't like me back. And this was in church. Please, I love church boys. I like church boys. I always tell people that it's my main crush. Like I always get crushed on church boys like every single day. And people think that's an ick. That's not an ick. If you like a boy that goes to church, come on now. Come on. I had a crush on this boy in my church. And me in my church, I was popping, papa. I was the committee leader / member. When the Sunday school teachers had meetings, I was the part of that association. If there was communion, I would help. If they needed help with like contribution, I would bring my stand in front of the class and be like, oh yeah, yes, collection, put your money inside. You know, I was in charge of the affairs of the Sunday school department. Like, you can't tell me twice. But anyway, so basically at church, it was like a Sunday school thing at the bottom. You have all the kids at the basement of the church, and you have all the adults and like young teens who are now going to be like adults at the upper top. The way we basically did it was like you have kids from like maybe like 2 to 3 up to like 13 to 14 years old. And what we always do is when we always have like worship and stuff, we always do like worship together. We always do like praises together. We never preach together. That's when we like separate into like different sections of the basement. Me as your leader and chorister. So I was also a chorister in the Sunday school department. So one Sunday, after a cool praises and worship, after like we were dispersed into our various classes and all those things like that, I see this one guy and I'm like, hey God, this guy is so cute. But me too, I was a very shy child during those stages or during that age of my life. So I didn't really talk to him. I didn't really say anything. You know, I was like really shy around the guy, but he was so cute. Like when he was so short. And honestly speaking, I didn't really care because people always talk about, oh, that guy really needs to be tall. That guy really needs to do that. Me, I didn't really care. When I saw that guy, I was like, height doesn't even really matter to me. The guy was short. He was fine. I didn't really care. He kept, like, he was new to the church. He kept coming. And this was the reason why I was so excited to come to church on Sunday. Hey, please, don't use boys to make an excuse for you to be coming to church every Sunday. You better go to church because you love the Lord. Don't go to church just because you want to go and see you come now and Kwesi. I'm begging you. There was this, like, one particular Sunday when we're having, like, Children's Day. So Children's Day is basically like when all the children like perform for like the main church. They preach, they sing, they dance, they do everything for the church. So after like the Children's Day is over, the kids, they always share like these parcels of like food, drinks, meat pie and all those things for the children to eat because they've done a good job. Even the kids that didn't really do anything, they still get something. And this is just like a time for us like unwind, have fun, play games and all that yama things. It got to a point where like I was hanging out with my friends, like we were just there, we were just talking, and then the guy was there. He came that Sunday, he was there. And then one of my friends like called me and was like, hey, we'll call him Kwabena. I said, hey Kwabena, how are you? And he was like, oh, I'm good, thanks, how are you? And I was like, I'm fine. And then like they were talking and then like they were getting to know him. He was in SHS 2 at the time. My friend there, she made it in such a way that, oh, she was like, so like why not like give us your number so that we can get to talk and then get to know you and things like that. But she purposely did that for me. Get friends like that too. Get friends like that who are willing to risk something for you so that you can get what you want. Because these people that you're rolling with, they don't care about you. So my friend, she did it in such a way like it was cool that we could all get his number, but mainly the number was for me. So I got his number and then I started texting him. I started texting him on WhatsApp and things like that. So he was telling me like a lot about himself. He told me that he has like 2 brothers. He's in the middle. He has 1 younger brother and then he has like an older brother, which I already knew. He was in SHS. I don't remember the SHS he went to. I think he said Achimota or something like that. He was telling me about like how his parents like traveled a lot and all those things. So it was all fascinating and things. I was like, ooh. My name. It was really interesting getting to know the guy and it just made me like him like even more. We were talking for like a cool few months and all of a sudden like he stopped coming to church, like he wasn't even showing up at all. And then I texted him and I was like, oh hey, I didn't really see him in church, like what's going on? And he said he traveled to America. And I was like, you gonna travel and you not gonna tell me that you leaving? Like, come on now. Come on. We've passed the stage of introductory. We already know each other. We are already cool. Why not tell me that you are in America? He was going to uni in America. So I think after he had finished SHS. And I was like, okay, that's cool. Okay, so like a cool few years passed. I graduated from JHS straight. I was going to Jakarta in America. And I came and I was like, oh my God, yeah. Because after he left, I wasn't really talking to him as much. But then, like, the vibes are still there. You know, the vibes are still there. I came to America and then I started talking to him more because I didn't really have friends in America. It was so cute because I used to be on FaceTime and then I would see his cute face and I'll be like, oh my God. So I'll see his cute face on my phone and I'll be like, oh my God, yeah, that's my man. My man. I saw his cute face and I was like, oh my God, I'm obsessed. We started talking. We were talking more and that was like really, really good because I felt as though like we never stopped talking. We were always talking like at a constant rate. One good evening, we had some really, really deep conversation, and then like we're just talking and I was like, so I have something to tell you. So me, the whole idea for that conversation was to actually say that I actually liked him and I wanted to pursue something with him, you know, me. I go, oh, so I have something to tell you. Then he was like, oh yeah, what's up? And I was like, I've actually had a crush on you for the longest time now. And he was like, I do. I was like, bro, are you serious? Not literally, but I was like, oh my God, really? He said, yeah, it was very obvious. And then I don't really want to burst his bubble, but then I don't think it was that obvious. He was like, oh yeah, he knew I had a crush on him, or like he knew I kind of liked him and things like that. And I was like, oh my God, yeah, that's good. And I was like, so would you actually want to pursue something? Would you actually want to? He goes, no. Let me say that again. He goes, no. And I was just stunned. Like I didn't even know what to say. Me cry. I didn't even know what to say at the time. Then I was like, oh, like why? Like yeah, I was like trying to joke off and trying to be like, it's not paining me, but it's really paining me. I was like, oh my God, what? Like, why would you say that? I had a feeling he was probably going to say no because it's been a while since I last spoke to him anyway. So I felt like some girl had already like captured his heart or something or whatever. But he was in a situationship with another person, like another girl in Ghana. And then I felt like, hey, you pan. Like, I flew to America for you. I flew to America to be with you. You are telling me there's someone in Ghana? What are you talking about? So he was telling me about like how he had the situationship with this girl back in Ghana, and then like he doesn't really know where they stand and things like that. And mind you, he had sent me a picture of the girl, and the girl and I, we went to the exact same JHS. Can you imagine? We went to the same JHS lab. It's so funny because I never told him, and I didn't want to make it look as if like, oh, it's all about me, all about me, all about me. No, I know the girl. She was my senior, and it's so weird because me, I don't want to be doing those nyama nyama things. Like people will be like, hey, you this girl, you are dating this girl's guy. I don't like those things. So I honestly, so one time I saw the picture, I was like, oh wow, is this her? And he said yes, and I was really bummed because I was like, come on, like, I actually really like you, and I honestly really do want to get to know you, like, on a more personal, like, deeper level and things. And this man didn't live far from me. I felt like I could have actually, if I said that time I was going to spend money on somebody, he would be the person I would probably spend money on. Me, I wouldn't say I'm cheap, I'm not cheap. But if I really need to spend money on something, I will most definitely spend money on something. And if he had actually told me that, say, oh, let's actually make this work and stuff, I would literally spend the money on him. I feel like people are going to watch this and take the wrong, but I would literally spend money on him. I'm serious. Because people always think that my family members, ask my mommy, ask my sisters, my family members always tell me that, oh, Fafa, you are not going to buy this because it's so expensive, But if I really need to spend the money on something that I actually really care about, I will spend the money. But anyway, you know, after that whole conversation, after that whole thing got going on, we started drifting apart. He was going to school more, and honestly, I really felt sad because I still wanted to, you know, still talk to him. Even if we weren't going to date and things like that, I still wanted him to be my friend. But you know that thing, like, once you tell somebody that you like them and they don't feel the same way, then the vibes is off. Connection is past, it's gone. So girls, honestly, if you, for a fact, make sure you have proper evidence that the guy is really into you, because you're going to say something, then the guy will say that he doesn't want to be your friend anymore. Then we weren't talking as much, but we were so cool. It's so sad. He didn't really do anything wrong, but then I felt like the way everything was like really handled and stuff was just so messy. It's just so terrible. So anyway, we don't really talk to this day. I feel like we are okay. What's your definition of a friend? I really want to know, because I feel like a friend is someone who maybe like checks on you or like wants to do. I don't know if we're friends. I don't know if we are cool as for that one, but I don't know if we are like friends like that anymore. Yeah, note to self, a lesson: never give short people chances, because they can't meet up to that expectation. They cannot meet up to that expectation. You go and give a shot by chance, look at what he will do to you. He will show you on casa. But anyway, that's the story time for you people. All I know is that, let me give you girls advice. If you girls are trying to see past any imperfection that a guy has just because you really like them or just because it's cute, you really need to take back your steps and rethink about your decision. Because you cannot, I repeat, you cannot let yourself go so low for somebody you think you care about, for the person to even show you. An example is when you give an ugly guy a chance and he thinks he is king of the world. Those things, they just bore me, or they bust my mind, because me, out of nowhere, you said you like me, and out of the respect I have for you, I told you, I said, okay, let's make this work, let's see what's happening. Then you will go and show me with some other girl. Hey, Bema, the male race, sometimes they will give it to you, Papa. But anyway, that is all for today. That's all for today's video, because I honestly don't want to break into tears and do some things that I will regret. Probably break my camera. But yeah, that's it for today's video. So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, turn on your post notifications to get notified every time I post a new video. And yeah, it's a wrap.